Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. So after I made my last home buyers video in regards to like how do you get pre-approved for a home loan, I asked the question about which videos for upcoming ones did everyone want. Everyone wanted all of the suggestions that I had. So I'm going to start with the working with the real estate agent video. And the real estate agent that we worked with, her name was Trisha Ocona, and she actually was a friend of my husband's from growing up. It was a childhood friend, and we wanted to go with someone that we knew because we felt like it would be easier to like talk with them, and you could talk with a friend so much easier than you could talk with someone else. But regardless of the fact that we knew her or not, going with the real estate agent is a choice and a decision that I am so happy that we did, because searching for real estate on your own can be a grueling process. It's lengthy, lots of time, and you have to spend a lot of time on the phone. So I would say if you are not in the position where you can spend hours calling all of the different listings that you like, you're going to call the agent who listed it, and then that agent might not answer the phone call when you call. They might have to call you back. So you're going to be dealing with some phone tagging, and then you have to organize your schedule to be able to accommodate going to see these homes. So one thing that my real estate agent did for us was any listing that we were interested in, she made the contact. Having her make the contact saved us so much time. We didn't have to speak with any agents who were selling homes because she was doing that on our behalf. When she would make the contact, she would also find out if these homes were in contract, because if a home is in contract, the listing is still available for you to see. Not until the house is sold will the listing come down. So you could make a phone call and really love a house that's in contract and then not even be able to see it because they're in contract. Contracts usually close, but sometimes they don't. And then if they don't, then yeah, maybe they can call you back, but you got your life to live. You got to keep going. So she helped with that. The real estate agent also is good at understanding pricing. So in the area that you're looking for, she can evaluate the pricing of the area. How much is that home worth versus how much they're actually asking for? What are the prices of homes that are being sold in that area relative to the price of this house that they're selling? And that is something that I don't know if I'd really be able to do or have the time to do or would have known to have done. My real estate agent was really good at using our schedule as a guideline when scheduling home viewings. So my husband and I work very different types of jobs. We also work very different types of hours, and we needed to be able to go and visit these homes at a time that worked for us, which is the case for everyone. So while someone might say, oh, we're only showing the house at this time on this day, that doesn't work for us, but we really want to see the house. The real estate agent can help negotiate that so that we can get in, letting people know that we're very strong buyers, that we're really, really interested in the house, and hopefully they can accommodate us. So our real estate agent was able to make sure we could see homes at a time where we could go and see back to back to back, even though they were in different areas, all on like one day. So we didn't have to go out multiple days in a week. I was pregnant at the time that we were looking for homes, and we had a little one. So we would get grandma to watch the baby, Joelle, while we went to look for homes, and we would try to move and hustle and see like 3 to 4 homes in a day. And it's a very exhausting, tiring process because you go to the home, you're looking at everything. You're looking inside, outside, going into all the nooks and crannies of the home, taking pictures and videos so you can help remember what's going on. And then if you really like the house, your real estate agent is going to call on your behalf to see if you can put in an offer, and she's going to do most of the paperwork with you signing off. And that is something, like, all that stuff is it's just so much. I could not have imagined us doing that on our own. Our real estate agent was also really good at finding homes for us based on what we said we liked, but we weren't just sitting back in the sidelines. I would actively go onto the listing website and I would look for things, and I would send the email to my real estate agent letting her know that I'm interested in this house. she'd go through the listing even more thoroughly than I did, and she would point out things that we didn't want. Like, she would say, well, this is something you told me you didn't want, and this is the case in this house. And then we would be like, oh, we didn't realize that, or yeah, we know, but we really like the house. Because sometimes you find yourself really wanting to buy a house that you're willing to like concede on things that you know you really do want, but once you get in the house, then you're like, okay, no, I really don't want that. Like, that happened to us. My husband would say he didn't mind if we didn't have a basement, but then as soon as we would go in a house that didn't have a basement, he'd be turned off by it. So stuff like that. Or she would look at the listing and say, hey, this is a really good listing, but I noticed it's in foreclosure. Or I called and they said it was in foreclosure. We don't want to deal with that. That kind of stuff. So she would also send us things as well. We would sift through them and say yay or nay. And then my real estate agent was so on top of her organization game that she even had a Excel sheet that we worked from where we would like notate things that she would highlight in color, things that she called and got no contact, things that she called and we got a contact and we were scheduled to go in, things that she called and got a contact and there was something wrong with it, like it's some error or issue or whatever, things like that. And we would rate what we liked the most versus what we didn't like the most, and then we would go out and we would see our top choices. So she was really organized. It was so easy working with her because I'm also very, very organized, and I was doing most of the contact communication between she and our family. So one thing that I do remember clearly with working with my real estate agent in New York is we didn't have to pay her. I don't know if that's the case in every city and in every state, but at closing, the real estate agent was paid by the selling family. The people who were selling their home, their percentage of their closing goes to our real estate agent. We didn't have to pay her. So you can find that out, because I know sometimes people think, oh, I'm going to have to pay out so much money to my agent. I can't afford one. I don't know if this is everywhere. I can only let you know what I experienced. Find out if you have to pay your real estate agent if you are buying. I'm sure if you're selling, you have to pay the agent that sold your home. But if you're buying a home, does the percentage that your agent get come from you, or does it come from the sellers? Find that out. Another thing that my agent did was she helped with negotiating. Sometimes when you really, really want a house, it's hard to negotiate without emotions. And because your agent isn't really the one who's living in the house, she can negotiate for you without any emotions. They make sure that they get you the best, and they fight for you without feeling like, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. I'm willing to do anything and concede on things because I really want the house. They don't have that. They want you to get the house, and they want you to be in a house that you're happy with and that you love, which is why finding an agent that you can mesh well with and someone that you trust is important, because yes, they're getting paid, so they do want to sell you a house, but you need an agent that is there for you, an agent that wants you to be in a house that you're going to love and live in for the rest of your lives. This is a major, major purchase, and you just can't have someone sending you listings and pushing you to buy a home that's not good for you. Our agent will let us know this is not in your budget. I can negotiate, but so much. You know, we can't get someone to take $100,000 off of a house. That's not going to happen. So let's not go with it. It's a beautiful house. I know you love it, Stewarts. I know it's something that you could grow into, but this house is not in your budget. So you need someone who can say that to you, who you can trust, who you know is going to have your best interest. And I had a real estate agent that was available to us. We made appointments and she was available. She was ready. She was willing to travel further than she normally works in order to accommodate the fact that we were not looking in the city. We were looking out in Long Island in the suburbs. She was always available when we called her. Like I said, these are things that were important to me. She was calling me, letting me know about updating me on things. So it made the process very easy. It made it fun. We worked great together, and we got our home, and we invite her over every year to celebrate with us when we are celebrating our 1 year anniversary of our home. So we celebrated 1 year and now we celebrated 2 years, and she came over with her kids and her family. It was really nice. So yeah, those are the, you know, the benefits of working with a real estate agent. I highly recommend it based on my experience. You can find the information on my real estate agent if you're in the New York area in the description box. Let me know if you have any questions, because the questions you ask me about home ownership help me to make these videos for you. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And as always, I love you for watching. Bye.